Okay, I got something here I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how you're supposed to make a tiger swallow. I've got some tiger swallows, Bohemian tiger swallows, and you have to pluck them to get them to have the look of the tiger swallow. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted some of these birds. I got some, and I'm going to kind of use them as an experiment on this TV show. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start plucking one of them. And then as the process goes along, I'll let you see what comes out on first time, what color the feathers are the first time they come back out. And then we'll probably have to pluck them again. It depends on how much white is in their background. They were actually a cross between a Silesian swallow and a fairy swallow, and crossed with a Dresden trumpeter, a solid white Dresden trumpeter. And that's why this bird is one of these that you can pluck. So first thing I want to show you is I want to show you a little one, a baby. Don't you see how big the muffs are? And incidentally, I also plucked the muffs. This one happens to have a couple of colors. But look at the muffs on this little booger. He's not even weaned yet. Of course, I got the wire problem as always. But this is a little tiger swallow. He's about 4 weeks old, probably on the high side. But he's a nice little bird. Now I'm going to get his daddy out of here, if I can catch him. They do not want to cooperate with you too much. They're kind of user unfriendly. In fact, if I was going to rate these as far as breeding, I'd make them about a 6, about like I did the Saxon whitetail. But this is adult. Now his feathers have been clipped. I mean, his muffs have been clipped. But you can see he's got a solid color wing here. Beautiful shiny wing. That's one of the characteristics. And what we're going to do, they talk to 2 or 3 people, ask them for a name of this. They call it plucking. They call it different things. But the only person who really gave me a name told me that it was called marking. So what you do is you take their wing, you don't beat me to death, and you spread their flights out like I'm doing here. And what you do is you don't do the first 2. You don't do the first 2. You do the third feather on the flights. Let me make sure I got the right one here. They're kind of close together. Okay, this is the third feather right here. And I'm going to pluck it out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to get every other one. Every other one is going to come out. Just like that. I'm going to do every other one. Just like that. Every other one. Just like that. Okay, now I pluck this thing like it's supposed to be. It's got the two original feathers on the front, and every other one down the wing. I'm going to do the other side also. But what I'm going to do is as we do these shows, I'm going to bring this bird back, this identical bird back, and let you see how the process is going on. And then we'll go from there. We will be pulling the flights in his muffs too. Now when he molts back in this fall, August or September, then they'll probably come back black. Okay? We just have to mark them again. But that's what it's all about. Beautiful bird, makes a absolutely gorgeous bird. In fact, I'm going to show you, I'm going to get a close-up of some pictures in here that's in the Encyclopedia of Pigeon Breeds so you can see how magnificent they are. But that's your tiger swallow in the making right there. Be an interesting project for us to keep up with. Okay, we'll show you a few close-ups, then we're going to go to something else. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Jerry Gagne, Foy's Pigeon Supplies, oldest pigeon supply company in the United States. When Danny Joe approached us about being a part of this great project, we were really excited. If you're looking for pigeon supplies, if you're looking for pigeons, I hope you'll give us a call. Foy's Pigeon Supplies, we're on the internet, just type in Foy's, or if you'd like to call us, it's 1-877-355-7727. Ask about our 204-page all-color catalog. We'd be glad to send it to you.
Color Pigeon Lofts featuring 28 breeds of fancy pigeons, high-performance Turner rollers. We have birds available at all times. Capuchins, Saxon monks, Saxon priests, Swiss crescents, ice pigeon, saints, frillbacks, archangels, starling, figuritas, old German owls, Chinese owls, satinets, swallows, Saxon shields, and much, much more. For breed availability, visit www.colorpigeons.com. For purchasing, pricing, and shipping info, call toll-free 1-800-527-0918.
Murin Nagel, better known as Dr. Pigeon by his friends, is known by his one-eye cold treatment. It's called One Drop, One Time. It only takes one drop, it only takes one time. Every breeder needs at least one bottle of One Drop, One Time to keep in their loft for those nasty eye colds. They're available at Foy's Pet Supply, New England Pigeon Supply, and Pro Flight Supply. And remember, the next time you buy pigeon supplies, be sure to include one bottle of One Drop, One Time. Well, I'm fortunate enough to have with me here Dick Lipsky, and you're from Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And he's a longtime breeder of the show racer. And I thought maybe he'd give us a little history of yourself, your family, and then the breed.
Okay, glad to help you out.
Tell me about your background.
Well, I've been in pigeons my whole life. My dad and uncle started back in the 1930s with racing pigeons, and we still are racing today actively. And we've just always had them in the family. It's been a family hobby. I started with the show type birds in 1961, and I got my first pair for cleaning a guy's coop out. Every summer I'd clean his loft, and I could have any two baby pigeons I wanted in the loft.
Right.
And in 1960 he imported this type of birds from England, and I fell in love with them. Right. And so I cleaned his coop that summer, and I picked out my first pair of show type racing homers.
How old were you think?
I was 14 years old.
I got my first when I was 12. So,
yeah.
You know, but tell me a little bit about the breed, because I was told they fly these. Is that correct?
Some of them have capabilities of flying. I will fly some of my young ones. They don't fly as well as the regular straight working flying homers. Sure. But I've had some that still won diplomas in races and have done well for me. Right. But the numbers, by comparison, are fewer than the straight bred racing birds. The breed itself originated in England. They called them show racers back in the I think I got books that go back to 1904, 1902 when they were called show racers then. Right. And we showed birds we called just racing homers, and then later it progressed into the American show racer. But these are different than the American show racers. These are just a show type racing homer. Right. Okay. And it's been a creation, like I said, it came out of England, and then was imported over here. The first ones actually came to this country in about 1931 or 32, when a fellow by the name of Alexander McLaughlin brought them over, and we didn't know what they were at the time. Nobody knew what they were. Right. And then all of a sudden, then ours started getting called show racers too. Right. And but it's been a very enjoyable breed of pigeons.
So your dad was in it, and you're in it.
Yep.
And then your son John.
My son is in it. My grandson is in it.
What's his name?
My grandson is Jackson John.
How about that?
Yeah, Jackson John.
So that's what, 4 generations?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How about the females in the family? They just have to live with it?
No, when I went to England, my son and I went to England and Scotland and Wales judging, then my wife and daughter took care of the birds, and they did a doggone good job, because when I come back, we had the fortune of winning the next show we showed. I didn't take any credit for it, because I was several thousands of miles away, and my wife and daughter took care of the birds.
Well, that is great. Your family's all wrapped up in it.
Yep.
I appreciate you spending this time with me, Dick. And, you know, you can tell you're a good man. You can tell you're a happy guy. And you can tell you're doing what you love. And that's what it's all about.
You can't have any more fun than people and pigeons.
I don't think so either.
And if you got a combination of both, you just doubled your pleasure.
That's right. We appreciate your time, man.
Thank you very much.
This is Jerry Gagne, Foy's Pigeon Supplies, oldest pigeon supply company in the United States. When Danny Joe approached us about being a part of this great project, we were really excited. If you're looking for pigeon supplies, if you're looking for pigeons, I hope you'll give us a call. Foy's Pigeon Supplies, we're on the internet, just type in Foy's. Or if you'd like to call us, it's 1-877-355-7727. Ask about our 204-page all-color catalog. We'd be glad to send it to you.
Murin Nagel, better known as Dr. Pigeon by his friends, is known by his one-eye cold treatment. It's called One Drop, One Time. It only takes one drop, it only takes one time. Every breeder needs at least one bottle of One Drop, One Time to keep in their loft for those nasty eye colds. They're available at Foy's Pet Supply, New England Pigeon Supply, and Pro Flight Supply. And remember, the next time you buy pigeon supplies, be sure to include one bottle of One Drop, One Time.
Color Pigeon Lofts featuring 28 breeds of fancy pigeons, high-performance Turner rollers. We have birds available at all times. Capuchins, Saxon monks, Saxon priests, Swiss crescents, ice pigeon, saints, frillbacks, archangels, starling, figuritas, old German owls, Chinese owls, satinettes, swallows, Saxon shields, and much, much more. For breed availability, visit www.colorpigeons.com. For purchasing, pricing, and shipping info, call toll-free 1-800-527-0918.
Okay, I want to show you a little trick that the boy that helps me out around here, Billy Ray Brown, came up with for putting a band on a muff bird that's maybe got a little bit too old. This is a business card here. The plastic ones work better. This one works fine. Shows you the foot there. If you put that band on there now like it is, you're going to push all these little pin feathers back, and you might even bleed a little bit. You put this business card on there just like he's showing you. You kind of roll it on there, kind of like the old people used to roll cigarettes, and get that on there and get it down and get it tapered. And then you come and you put your band on there. And I put number 11 bands. This is Moorhead. So I put 11 bands on them. You see the band come slipping up there. Keep turning, keep coming, keep coming. And there it is. It'll pop right on there. The little bird will be bandaged. You didn't miss him. And it won't hurt him. I hope this helps you. Try it sometime. Thanks for watching Color Pigeons and More, the Pigeon TV show that covers all aspects of the pigeon hobby. Today's show has been brought to you by Foy's Pet Supplies, since 1887, America's oldest bird supply company. Dr. Pigeon Proven Pigeon Products, 18 to choose from. Color Pigeon Lofts, featuring 27 show breeds and high-performance rollers. Be sure to tune in for our next episode. Be looking for us right here on the web.